Okay, so one question I get asked a lot is the probability of player packs, are they manipulated by EA? And does a player who doesn't play the game, stuff like this, have a better chance of playing the game? So not doesn't play the game, get a better chance of packs and all this nonsense. Now, generally speaking, when a pack is created, right? Now, the way I look at it is as soon as you press the X button, that is then the RNG basically effectively rolling the dice. Now, every pack has specific pack weighting. You may remember the Messi saga last year. That's because they probably had an 80% chance that Messi will get packed. And they messed up last year and then they ended up changing it. Now, basically, every pack is your promo pack. Now, technically by law, they have to give you the probability. Okay, so you can see, for example, here, the premium Trailblazer, you can see is a 100% going to get a gold. There's a 73% you're going to get 88 rated. And then there's a 40% a team of the week. And there's a 21% chance that effectively you're going to get a Trailblazer player. Now, this costs 200,000 FP points. Now, just to give you a bit of example. So if you were to buy this, let's have a look. Let's just have a look on Google, right? If you were to buy this, right? So you can buy 2,800 FP points for about £16. So let's say this costs £13. I'm gonna say it costs about £13. I'm gonna say. Hang on, let me double check this. Yeah, let's say this cost about. Can you still buy? Hang on. Let me double check this actually. If I go to FC points, the exact numbers, let's say £12, £12. So okay, £12. Okay. Now look, let's just say biggest is 2,000. Let's just say on the assumption that you bought it, you bought this one, you bought this one. So let's say it's gonna cost you about £16, okay, with a discount. Now you've got a 21% chance of packing a Trailblazer player. Now, this is where everyone gets caught out on every single year. This 21% doesn't guarantee you're going to be getting a good Trailblazer. So you can see something like here, back in the old days, you could buy the 10.5 cheap. Anyway, let's say we go to foot.gg and then we go here to players or whatever it is. Where is the new players? Collections. Let's say Trailblazers team 1. Now, as you can see, all these players are potentially able to be packed. Why are they all like this? Okay, so this is 18 players, right? Or 18 players. Now, in this, you don't have. This is the big misconception. There's not a 1 in 18 chance that you're going to get any of these players. So although there's 18 players here, people think there's a 21% chance I'm going to get one of these players. But no, it's not. It's probably like 90% chance you're going to end up getting someone like this. Duran Garcia, Alex Baena, someone like this. That's the chance you're going to get. And the chance of getting Aitana Bonmati, let's say in 1,000 packs, you may get one of them. It probably is like 1 in 10,000. But let's just say in every 1,000 packs, you're going to get one of Aitana. So actually, if you open 5 of these packs, okay, if you're lucky, let's say, and statistics are in your favor, you should at least get one Trailblazer player. And then out of that one Trailblazer player, this one probably has a 1 in 5 chance. This has a 1 in 10 chance. This has a 1 in 10 chance, 1 in 10 chance. This maybe has a 1 in 20 chance, 1 in 20, 1 in 20. And as the rating, you can argue, it depends. Certain things like rating doesn't. But let's say, for example, like Aitana. Now, let me tell you, if I was the CEO of EA, I'm making a 1 in 10,000 chance of getting the card. Because the rating doesn't matter. So, for example, you can see Llorente is 86 rated. Now, Banda and Llorente are not going to have the same weighting. So, for example, Llorente here. One second, let's go here to Llorente. Llorente and Banda. Now, I don't know how they do it. Maybe they do it based on the price aggregate and the rating overall, because they know what players are meta. Like if they release a Ben Yedder, for example, historically from back in the old days, Ben Yedder's always going to be OP, right? But for example, Banda probably has like a 1 in like 500 chance, whereas Lorente maybe has 1 in like 3,000 chance. So they actually decide these odds. So you're basically at mercy at EA. So when you're basically playing this game, effectively, you're just taking a chance. And this is what I'm saying. When you're getting these packs, you gotta take all these things into account. That's why I say to you, like, you guys don't understand. I packed 3 team. For 10 years, I packed no team of the years, and I packed 3 team of the years in 20 minutes. Probably a higher chance of me dying that day than packing 3 team of the years in 20 minutes. But I defied those odds. Now, when I explain to you, right, like let's say, for example, players like Ibanez, right? This is why I say this SBC Ibanez, by the way. What a card, by the way. But we'll come back to this another time. It's actually very, very good. If you haven't done him already, try to. I think he actually, when does he expire? Since we've gone off topic here. Evolutions. Objectives. SBCs. Ibanez expires 11 days. Okay. So I might get the name on with him. Name off it. Anyway, a card like this, okay? When the game comes out, they have the cards have the highest rating price when the game comes out. So that is why if you're gonna spend FP points, if you on my Patreon, if you're a part of the Patreon, I have a video on this where I go over analysis on the player. The highest effective purchasing power you have per point, effectively, is basically in the first 1 or 2 or 3 days. So if you, because Ibanez is going to be a card that you're going to pack quite regularly when the game comes out. So the odds of getting this card are quite high, but you want to get in when he's priced now. If you do these, if you buy, for example, a pack like this, 2,000 FP points, you're probably going to pack someone like Ibanez, and it's going to be worth almost next to nothing. So this is why I'm saying when the game comes out, you spend your players. Like there's so many cards. Like let's say I go here, let's say I go to Tonali, right? So Tonali is a good example. Now he's 5k, right? But when the game came out, yeah, look. When the game came out, he was literally like rose up to about. So that's when the game came out. That's like on the web app. Then you can see after a few days, people got some money. He's got the highest price, but then his price just goes down until the price crash. So these packs here, they're a waste of money. If you're sitting here, listen, my audience are 30, 40-year-olds. They spend FP points. I don't have kid audience. And to be honest, if I'm an adult, like I'll give you an example. If I got a family, I'm not gonna. I'm when a game comes out, I'm gonna spend £200 on the game because you know what? I don't have time to spend grinding silver packs and trying to trade them. I don't have time for that. You know, I got clients, for example. Yeah, some of these guys are earning like 100k plus, 1 million plus. They spend like 10k in the game, but you know what? For them, it's nothing because what they earn is nothing. So, but if you ask, for example, a random person maybe earns 40 grand a year to spend 10k on a game, that's a quarter of their salary. Let's assume they earn that after tax, right? But that's a quarter of their salary. So it's complete difference. It depends on your circumstance. But if you are going to spend FP points, because I have to always put a disclaimer in, and let's say you're a grown adult and you know it, spend it when the day the game comes out. Don't spend it now. Don't spend it Black Friday. And don't spend it Team of the Year. The best advantage you can get, as I said, is when the game comes out. Otherwise, you're going to be packing garbage. If you really want to take a chance, you can wait till Team of the Year, maybe save £20. But I'll be honest, it's not worth it. So the question I always get asked is these packs manipulating it? I don't think the variables change. So I think as soon as the pack comes out, unless they specifically say, I don't think you can for legal purposes. But that's why, the Messi pack, they had to take it out and they had to give everyone a refund because... I don't know what it's an advertisement. It's like a false advertisement. I don't know what the exact terminology is, but they can't basically change stuff. So they give everyone a refund, and whoever's got the rewards, you keep the rewards, right? But when someone is opening a pack, those probabilities are already decided. So it's not like, oh, if I return after the game for 3 months, I'm gonna get a better packs. Listen, I have like 15 different accounts. I have like 8, 9 different accounts. Some of these accounts I literally play on once a month. Sometimes halfway through the year, I don't even touch for 3 months. I'm telling you, there's no better pack. People don't be, oh, I packed this player for 3 months. You know what? Go take a 3-month sabbatical from the game. You're not going to pack anything. So I just wanted to say, it's all nonsense. Don't listen to what people say. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's most likely a bias that they have, or it's just absolute coincidence. But in terms of factual, whenever whenever you get that pack, in my opinion, if you're asking me, when you click on this and you want to buy the pack and you want to see this, those are the odds. Have a look at the odds. And also remember, within the odds, there's also, like, you can see that here's a 1% chance of getting a Trailblazer. 1% chance of getting a Trailblazer, right? So let's just say, for example, hypothetically, you were to get this pack, right? So how much does pack cost? Let's have a look. How much does pack cost? 300 FP points. So you got 1%. So let's say you opened 100 of these. So you could argue it's better off opening this one because you actually got 20% chance. But let's just assume you wanted to spend more and open 100 of these, right? Remember this? After this, then you have, after all the Trailblazers, if this website wants to work, does it want to work? This doesn't want to work. Great. Let's go on football instead. And then, as I said to you, out of that 1%, then that one player you packed, then you have like different numbers for each player. So I just wanted to say, don't buy these packs. Look, if you really enjoy the game and you really want to spend money and you want the highest return, do it when a game comes out. Okay. Unless you have more than disposable income than you care about, then of course you can go have fun. For example, I like cars. I spend like 8K on my car every year. The amount of money I spend on gasoline, I'm putting E5 super loaded from Shell in like 180 pence. I'm wasting legit £50 on petrol every single week, and I barely drive the car. But that's just what I like. That's what I enjoy. But you can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying to you, look, these odds are not favorable, and that's what I'm trying to say. Spend your money early. And in my opinion, the odds are defined by EA. Whether it's done by, I don't think it's done by rating, because historically speaking, I don't know. Even I don't know this. And trust me, even if I ask them, they're not going to tell me anyway. So like, I don't know, for example, what the chances of packing it Haaland is, but I can tell, I said 86. I'm pretty sure they decide per player. So this is what I would do. If I was the CEO of EA, I would deliberately release these packs. And to be honest, I wouldn't even show the probabilities. But let's just say for legality, for legal reasons, I had to show the probabilities. Be a 1.2% player. But then also I would manipulate the odds. So I would, for example, have Banda to be like 1 in 100,000, so like 1 in 50,000, for example, and Lorenzo to be like 1 in a million. So I think they individually have a percentage for each and every single player, because they know there's certain players that are going to be worth more. So maybe someone like, I'm trying to give a good example, but let's say this Pulisic card was a striker, hypothetically. Let's just say, for example, this player could play in striker, and this player was Premier League, but they were only 86 rated. They would be one of the best strikers inside the game, Pulisic. And he would cost you maybe 1 million coins. They're not gonna give an 86 the same chance as Banda. So that's the way that I would do it. So I would individually, set the percentage for every single player. That's business at the end of the day. That's business. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video on this. People always ask me this question, are packs fixed? This and that. Does it matter what my team is? No, it doesn't matter what division you're in. No matter what this, that. Literally everyone, doesn't matter, have you been playing for 10 years, you haven't been playing for 1 year, 1 day, you're an elite division player, you're a pro player, you're a gold player, it doesn't matter. For every single person, the odds are exactly the same at the time you're opening the pack. So if 10,000 million people open the pack at the same time, all gonna have even odds 99% of the time. Okay, the only other time there might be an exception is, for example, when sometimes you could argue the 1%, maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe they have a market, maybe they manipulate the market, as in they inject players into the market. There's there used to be Pele's back in the day and stuff like that. Who knows? I don't think they do personally, but I suppose they have the ability, if they wanted to, they could basically manipulate the market. But this is like, it's a virtual market. It's not a real market. There's no government regulation on this at all. So that's what I wanted to say. Just clear that up in case anyone was wondering. Bit of a long video. But yeah, that's how pack odds work, probabilities works. No, it doesn't matter if you're in Division 3 or anything like that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. And of course, don't forget, if you are going to spend it when the game comes out. Do not spend it now.